Hello there. It looks like the UK state is preparing to redistribute your savings across the country. Now, if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe, click the little bell, select all, and then like and comment below. Work hard and save for a rainy day? Well, it looks like you're saving for everyone else's rainy day, or maybe for them to have an easy and good life at your expense. The PM Rishi Sunak and his Chancellor's sidekick Jeremy Hunt are desperately casting about for ways to fill the big black tax hole. And there are two huge pots of money out there that they're aching to raid: people's pensions and their ISAs. And they're being egged on by the likes of the Resolution Foundation, which says it is an independent think tank focused on improving the living standards of those on low to middle incomes. And what this foundation wants to see is a £100,000 cap on ISA savings. And that would be a massive windfall to the Treasury, as they would be able to tax a lot more savings. But what would happen to the 1.5 million people who are already over that 100,000 quid ISA limit? Now, people have been encouraged for years by tax breaks to save into an ISA. But what they're being told now is that the already taxed money they put into these ISAs could be taxed again, now that the government has got us into a financial pickle. If the government takes this on and then Labour gets in, you can see where this is going, a vicious spiral of more tax and less incentive to save, because the two-party state government in the UK now believes that all money belongs to them, not to those that earned it. Next thing, taxing all annual earnings above £100,000 at 100% maybe? Sounds great to the lefties, but puts the mockers on aspiration and growth. And as far as the lefties, now include the Tories, are concerned, money in your bank account is the real crime. Now here's an interesting question from Darren in West Yorkshire. And just a reminder that we'll be back at 6 p.m. tomorrow night.
Hi Jeff Taylor, this is Darren from West Yorkshire. My question's this: how do we go about getting a none of the above box? And if none of the above wins all the votes, they're all out of a job and we can start picking from people again. How do we go about getting that instilled back into British law? Because I don't trust any of them. There's too many World Economic Forum puppets amongst them. Anyway, I'll hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
A none of the above box on the ballot paper. Well, we do have an inactive version of that. It's called not voting or spoiling your ballot paper. But an active way of saying the same thing by putting an X in a box might concentrate some minds, and it might attract people into venting their true feelings. But in the UK, we vote for people and not concepts, and it would take a parliamentary vote to make this happen, and I don't see our betters in the Commons allowing this. So sadly, not at all likely to happen. All I can do is urge people to vote for what they want, not just keep opting for the least worst option of Labour or Tory. In fact, if the polls keep going the way they are, and a Labour victory is assured, why not vote for an outsider disruptor party instead? After all, there's nothing now to lose, is there? So, the health zealots have come out with the next hazard that we must all avoid. And that is taking cake into the office to share with your co-workers. After all, eating cake has been connected to this sudden rise in unexplained heart problems, hasn't it? So the chairwoman of the UK Food Standards Agency, Professor Susan Jebb, now says that people need a supportive environment at work, as well as, if nobody brought cakes into the office, I would not eat cakes in the day. But because people do bring cakes in, I eat them. Now, okay, I have made a choice. but people were making a choice to go into a smoky pub. Now, the practice of taking cake to work, especially by bosses, used to be seen as being supportive and inclusive, but now it's a lethal health hazard. Because as far as I can see, Professor Jeb thinks people don't have a choice but to eat cake if it's offered to them, because she's compared it to a smoke-filled pub where non-smokers were forced to breathe in tobacco fumes. But no one's forced to eat cake at work, are they? So what's next? Lawsuits brought against employers by obese members of staff, no doubt. Now, before the next segment of the video, please don't forget to leave us your short and sharp question on 07999 297 611 and we might play it out and answer it on the show. And if you do find a video of interest on social media, please send the link to jeff@jefftaylor.tube. And now over to Richard for some musings.
The Brecon Beacons, surrounded by mist and mystery.
Right, enough of all of that. We've got some very important things to discuss. Yes, that's right. Did you know that in certain parts of this country, there are politicians who believe that children who are 16 years of age can choose what gender they want to be? And what a wonderful thing. I mean, we all know that 16-year-olds have got plenty of life experience to decide such things. Yes, not to be questioned, not for 1 minute. Right, on to the news, which apparently we're supposed to find very important. Okay, and this is by Alice Scarcey in the Daily Express. Kate charms school children as she brushes off Harry's accusations on solo royal outing. Oh, lovely. Nice one there, Alice Scarcey, nice one. We all had to know that, didn't we? Okay, on to the next one. Okay, Ashley Roberts suffers a wardrobe malfunction as she sports huge ladder in her tights while putting on a leggy display. Leaving Heart FM. Oh, I say, that's so important. Look, this is the world we live in. This is the world where these distractions by the media, that's exactly what it is. It's just distraction. These stories don't mean anything. Are they that important to be categorised as news? No, of course not. There are huge things going on right now, especially in Davos. Yes, we mustn't forget Davos. I wish I could forget Davos, but we all know what's going on there. Decisions are being made behind the scenes. In fact, I won't just say behind the scenes. In fact, there is some quite overt publicity taking place by the World Economic Forum in Davos. They're trying to prep us for what's coming next. It's almost as if they're trying to say, okay, this is the plan, but it's not really the plan. It's just a bit of a plan that's going to affect you one day, and we have the right to decide all these things because we are the powerful ones. Yes. Anyway, okay, enough. You lot, take care. Lots of love to you. Be good. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6. Bye for now.
Thank you, Richard. And finally, when subscribing, please don't forget to press that little bell and also select the all option, or you won't get any notifications when I publish a new video. And thank you all so much for taking the time to watch the show.